Hello, everybody, and listen, I am back with my Impact Wrestling review. Now, I did not review this show the other day due to dental problems, which I was not able to talk. And if you probably saw my SmackDown review, I was probably holding my mouth half the time while talking, and it was very, very difficult. So, at least I have been to the dentist this weekend, and I am in a better state right now, hopefully to the time being until I go back for more work, but let's not get into that right now because that will be a very long, long story to discuss. But yes, Impact Wrestling, though, we do kick it off, though, tonight. Basically, with Scott D'Amore trying to see everything that's going on right now, with Jay White showing up since the anniversary. We got Moose versus Sabin tonight. Talk about this homecoming show on Saturday, Impact Plus. I have not seen that show, but I heard it was actually not that bad, though. It's actually even though it was kind of a last minute, booking into a plus show after like 1 week build and whatnot. But I will check that out. Basically says big things happening that's going on around right now. So Tommy Dreamer showed up, basically saying there's still not a new #1 contender for the world title against Kenny Omega. So Scott D'Amore basically says, I got all this stuff going on right now. So Tommy, you're in charge as he will become #1 contender. So he's not leaving that in his hands and stuff. Next, though, we did have the Good Brothers versus Beyblade, some would say. Beyblade Let It Rip. I'm sure if anybody knows what a Beyblade is. It's like a spinning top, but they battle each other. Trust me, look it up. But Beyblade, as in Jay White and Chris Bay, or, Blade Runner for Jay White. But basically, Good Brothers versus Beyblade there, or just Jay White and Chris Bay. Good match to kick off the show. Ended up with the Good Brothers getting the win, a clean win, I should say, on to Chris Bay hitting the Magic Killer on him. So not bad. It wasn't that, as they are, building is Chris Bay in Bullet Club right now. Because he did, they did interview him after that, saying he takes full responsibility after losing his first match in Bullet Club. But Jay White said, no, 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 no. You're not in Bullet Club, okay? I never said you were in Bullet Club yet. And Jay White said, Bullet Club has standards, and after that loss, you're not living up to those standards right now. So, I am a fan of redemption stories, but here we're going to go make something work right now. So follow him. They're going to do something about this. They went to Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz, which Kiera Hogan is still here. This is her last set of tapings, and we all know she has left the company now at this point. But as Kiera talked about Fire and Flav getting the tag titles back, Fallah Bahh showed up with some flowers, I guess, for homecoming. And Kiera thought it was her, but she said, nah, these are for Tasha. Basically, oh, yeah, Bahh knows to ask for, a tag partner, one that hasn't lost 2 times now for the tag title. So I'm assuming Tasha Steelz is going to turn on Kiera Hogan by the time these tapings over, and she maybe, probably go in solo run. I don't know if she'll have a new partner, but maybe she'll be doing a solo run because, like I said, Kiera Hogan, we know she's done with the company at this point. Tasha basically had to remind Bah's tournament and not a school of dance. Caleb Conley went against Taylor Wilde. Basically, an intergender match right here. I know everybody's not the biggest fan of intergender matches. And again, I don't even know why this match happened. And, I think I forgot to say that Taylor Wilde was back. Honestly, I don't know what happened to Taylor Wilde or why she disappeared. Like, we knew she came back the first time and whatnot. But where was she during this time? Because I've kind of forgot. Like, we knew she was back in Impact, but then it's like she was here. Then she just kind of, I didn't even know she disappeared until she came back. But we know Taylor Wilde is back now, which, if people wanted a better description of her, they probably should go through a history video talked about when she was back in the company and like when she get into TNA, like 2007, I think. I think that's when she, got in and, fought Awesome Kong for the title, if I'm not mistaken. So they haven't really just, kind of describe who Taylor Wilde is and whatnot, especially now making a return. But then, why do we need to see this intergender match at the same time? Josh Alexander was kind of promo, I guess, talking about all the competition, they having enough opponents to take on and whatnot, until Scott D'Amore basically say, okay, you're going against Black Taurus this Saturday for the X Division title homecoming. No build, though, so not even a video package to even explain that. Deonna Purrazzo was in the back as she talked about facing Fabi Apache at AAA Mania, that I believe that's coming up pretty soon, and going to be on NWA Empowered show. She says she's champion right now. And they said, can you handle this? And Deonna says, why don't you ask Kenny Omega that question and whatnot? Because I can handle all my challenges. She even had MMA's Alicia Zapatella to help train one of her training partners. And they asked if I'm not training for an MMA fight, but I brought her along because it's going to help her become a better champion and whatnot. And she's going to be in that tournament coming up this Saturday, which I did, like I said, I didn't watch. I know I said I didn't watch the show, but I did see a clip and I saw who debuted. So we all know who it was going to be, but we did see who debuted on that show and talk about the partner is going to be a secret and whatnot. Followed by, and no way, Jose, who has not changed his gimmick. Why is he here in this company? Then again, some would say, I know some people are saying, like, was it a contract issue with Kiera Hogan? And, like, it'd be kind of crazy. Like, dude, like, you should be paying her more money, not be paying No Way Jose. And it's like I said, the gimmick's not even different. I know it's not even No Way Jose, it's No Way. Same gimmick. And Finn Juice there going against Rohit Raju, Ace Austin, Shira, and Madman Fulton. Good match and whatnot. Finn Juice getting the win and everything after that. So, it wasn't bad or anything, and stuff. But like I said, 8-man tag being 8-man tag and whatnot. So, like I said, the match was okay and everything. Gia Miller was about to interview Kenny Omega, and Don Callis came out talking about, what happened earlier tonight in Tommy Dreamer. Trying to think he could make a new #1 contender because Omega came out then talking about he was champion and everything. But Dreamer says, listen, man, in 2 weeks there will be a new #1 contender by a battle royale, and whoever wins will face Kenny Omega for the title at Emergence and whatnot. And Callis basically say, we got to watch a wrestler booking matches now and everything. And Dreamer says, because you're fired and whatnot, you can't really do nothing here. And then Callis talk about, Dreamer's gonna put put ECW out of business. It's gonna be like here at this company, like ECW and everything. Why don't you call your buddy Paul Heyman and whatnot? Finn Juice was cutting a promo in the back until Jay White and Chris Bay end up taking him out, both of them out, beating him up, as he told Dave Finlay, you will never beat me again, because New Japan does have a show coming up pretty soon, so get ready for that. Next, Kenny Omega and Don Callis and the Good Brothers came to the ring then. Fans chanting, you got fired. And Callis says, real men quit, they don't get fired. They said real men don't quit, they get fired. Buy the t-shirt marks. Omega said, it's in this year. Mention that, men and women don't quit and whatnot. They get fired. But Callis then talked about, all these trolls and troglodytes like Tommy Dreamer there. And, he left Sami Callihan in a pool of his own blood. Basically beat the shit out of him. He beat Jay White and Chris Bay earlier. And, Callis went on, talk about that Omega. He's one of the most respected and biggest, champions and the buy rates of this company and whatnot. And, Dreamer was disrespectful to him by setting up this battle royale. Say he makes Ric Flair look like a slacker and everything. Callis basically, talk about all the countries Omega's been. He's done it all. So Callahan came out then, basically hyping up the crowd and whatnot. And then, these guys want to talk about it like the best wrestlers in the world. But all I see in this ring is a bunch of bitches, which there was a bunch of bitches chanting after that. And Callahan saying, Omega's always talking about being overworked and whatnot. Listen, I almost beat him to death at Slammiversary, and now it's just a taste. Man, there's a battle royale in the next few weeks. I'm going to get my second chance at him and whatnot. And Callahan basically, how about this? It's you and 2 mystery partners. Callahan's mystery partners versus the Good Brothers and Omega. Callahan saying, anybody could be jumping Omega anytime. But next thing you know, Kazarian shows up, Frankie Kazarian, which now at least you have some continuity and someone else from AEW showing up on Impact, even though Kazarian worked in Impact for many, many years in TNA. Fans did chant welcome back to Kazarian because he still is the Elite Hunter and whatnot, which mostly we've been knowing him just showing up everywhere trying to attack the Elite as every chance as he get. I don't think it really did him any favors by losing to Luke Gallows on Dynamite a couple weeks ago and whatnot, but obviously he's still hunting them. Callahan and Kaz were talking to Dreamer in the back, saying, Dreamer says he's got a different partner for him and whatnot. Callahan said it would never work, but Kaz was down for it. So, yeah, we got the Elite Hunter showing up. So at least we got more continuity showing in both of these companies now. Su Yung was kind of promo, which it looks like she has Kimberly now as a zombie ever since she threw her in that dark room. So maybe they're a team now. Brian Myers was kind of promo, talking about Dreamer and Ellring in the first round of the tournament. And, just like how Dreamer faced Raven back then, he said he was going to get Beulah McGillicuddy. And we thought they had the number to Beulah, but it was the ECW hotline number from back then. And basically, Myers says he's got several women on speed dial. So next thing you know, he gets another ECW original, Francine, the Queen of Extreme, which Francine still looks really hot. Basically, Francine, basically, to our podcast, Switch cameo and everything, just, plugging herself. But then Francine didn't, like, why am I your second choice? Listen, I watched the show, okay? So I know you picked Tenille, and then you went to Beulah, but you're making me, like, the second, third choice around here and whatnot. She wasn't going for it, so she declined being his manager, wasn't that manager, partnered in. And Myers ended up blaming Sam Beal for it. But good to see Francine showing up on Impact, though. Still looks great. Next thing you know, Violent by Design, after they beat the living hell out of Rich Swann and Willie Mack last week, they got a tag team match. Not bad of a match. Mack and Swann won. Swann with the 450 for the win. So, not a bad match. Like I said, we know these guys are a tag team right now. I still think it's kind of odd that, Swann does not really care. But I know they say he couldn't get a world title shot right now, but you'd think he'd be a little bit more melancholy and stuff, just kind of act like old Swann, act like nothing's wrong with him, still dancing and stuff. So, yeah. They went to Swingers Palace with Matt Cardona, the new GCW champion, apparently, and Chelsea Green were there. Basically, they talk about this tag match, the tournament coming up. Next thing you know, Little Petey Pump and Dick Mama Pump, Scott Steiner's proteges and whatnot. Or, Petey Williams and, Jordan Grace. Take my 33 third chance per chance of winning. You have to look at the landscape, because Kurt Angle knows he cannot beat me, okay? But next thing you know, Morrissey shows up. W. Morrissey told Alicia Edwards that, tell your husband after this match, this Saturday, his hardcore match, he's never going to come home safe and sound again, and walked out after that. They went and talked to Eddie Edwards then, talking about he's going to take out Morrissey this Saturday, after he got him last week in the parking lot. Tommy Dreamer shows up then, basically telling him, like, I need you to be Kazarian, Sammy's tag partner. I know you don't have great history to him, but, we're putting business right now for the good of the company. As Eddie basically said, he is in and whatnot in his tag match coming up. So we'll see what goes down with that. But in the main event, though, we got Moose versus Chris Sabin, a rematch from Slammiversary. Very good match, too, which I was pretty sure Moose was going to get his win back anyways. Moose getting the win with the spear and whatnot. But after he celebrated, then Sabin got up on the top rope to the crossbody. He did a suicide dive on him as security guards ended up breaking both of them up. So I'm going to assume it's going to be a third match for both of these two after both of them have gotten wins now. So I'm assuming Moose is going to win the next match. But obviously this is not over yet, and it will be a rubber match to all this. So we'll see what happens there. But other than that, Impact, not a bad episode and whatnot. Pretty good. Like I said, I'll check out the Homecoming show. I've seen a couple clips here and there, but I heard it wasn't that bad, though. But I heard it was a couple surprises here and there, so I will check out that show. But other than that, though, Impact, not bad show tonight. I'm, still seeing, Will Chris Bay being Bullet Club and everything. And, good to see Kazarian showing back up in Impact on this show. We haven't seen him, I don't know how many years on Impact, but, he is the Elite Hunter, so he's showing up anywhere he can right now. Who will be Peraza's next opponent for the title. A lot of things going on, I should say, in Impact right now, okay? So, yeah, a very good main event between Moose and Sabin again for the rematch or whatnot. Other than that, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hooded Knight 890. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace out.